Living in Thailand has been great, but like anywhere else, you have to make adjustments. I don't care where you live. Here's a few things that I didn't fully understand about Thailand until I actually moved here. One of the things is what they call the high season and the low season. The high season starts in November and runs through February. That's the time of the year where it's warmest here, where it's driest here, where there are more tourists here, and prices actually go up during that time period. So if you are a traveler looking to come to Thailand and you're looking at it from a really economical standpoint, the high season is going to be the time of year where the airfares are going to be higher, the hotels are going to be higher, the activities are going to be higher, and there are going to be more people here on the streets visiting at that same time of the year. Starting in March and running all the way through October is what they call the low season. That time of year, there are fewer travelers here, which means that prices go down for everything. That means that hotels are cheaper, airfare, activities, and events are cheaper during that period of time here in Thailand. It also means that the rainy season is also going to be here. So the low season coincides with the rainy season, which runs essentially from the end of the summer all the way through about November when the high season starts. So that's just one thing you have to consider if you're looking to come to Thailand to visit, or if you're coming here to live. Be expecting that there are going to be really two seasons here in Thailand, high and low. The climate is basically 90 degrees year round, so that doesn't fluctuate during high and low season. But again, you do get rain, more rain in some places than others. My understanding is places like Phuket get a considerable amount of rain, whereas here in Pattaya, this is my first rain season here, and we've had a very limited amount of rain here. Something else that I learned, when you travel is one thing, but when you're actually living somewhere, what I've found is that you need to have a routine, or at least I need to have a routine. That was not something that I realized before I got here. When I was in the States, I had a routine, but it wasn't as regimented as what I've found to be helpful here in Thailand. I need to get up at a certain time. I need to have something planned in my day in order to feel like I'm accomplishing something and I'm not just kind of spinning my wheels. So I think it's very important for anybody coming to Thailand or any country outside of the US, if they're going to be living abroad or spending an extended amount of time abroad, that you spend some time thinking about what is your daily routine going to be, whatever that is. It can be whatever you like it to be, but I've just found it to be extremely helpful to have something to look forward to and to do each and every day. One of the things that happens here in Thailand is that when you know somebody that goes back to the United States to visit, you always ask them to bring you a few items back when they come that you can't get here, or they are significantly higher here. All the imported items are marked up high here in Thailand. Things such as lotion, toothpaste, shaving cream, things that you use on a daily basis. If you're able to find the brand that you're using at home, chances are it could be marked up 3 or 4 times what it costs when you're back in the States. I've seen a can of beans that are almost $4 here that are 99 cents at home, but it's because maybe they're Del Monte and they may have a comparable brand here, but if you want what you get in the States, oftentimes you're going to pay a premium for that. There are some stores here that actually carry those items, but even those places, those items are going to be marked up quite a bit. When you come to Thailand, just know there is a language barrier. The majority of Thai do not speak very good English. Unlike some European countries or countries in the Caribbean, English is not taught in schools here unless they're international schools. Therefore, people speak very broken English here. So when you're in Thailand, one of the things you're going to have to do is make sure you have your Google Translator or some other device that helps you communicate. Most of the people that you're going to do business with here that are Thai, they'll have their cell phones and they're actually adept at being able to pull that phone out and make sure that there is clear communication between yourself and them. But not like other countries where usually the younger population can speak English. Here in Thailand and Southeast Asia in general, including Vietnam, you're not going to find a lot of people that are fluent in English. unless they've had some exposure over and beyond what you typically get in the school systems and everyday life in those countries.